Hello, 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 hello! Kumusta? Maligayang pagbabalik sa aking channel. Okay, so if you are already impressed by the fact that a foreigner like me can speak a few Tagalog words with a decent accent, wait until you see how these two foreigners speak Tagalog. Alright, this is not the first time that I am reacting to one of Jared Hartman's videos. He is a fellow Canadian, okay? His Tagalog is so freaking fluent, it's impressive. And what he usually does on his channel is he calls people on Omegle, and you know, he calls Filipinos on Omegle, and he basically surprises them, you know, because they do not expect a white boy like him to be able to speak fluently Tagalog, all right? But this video is a little bit different because it's him speaking Tagalog with someone who's been speaking Tagalog for over 50 years. And his name is Mr. Bud Brown. So I think this is going to be a very interesting conversation, to be honest, because it's two foreigners, okay, having a conversation in Tagalog. I have to see this. All right, obviously, I will link their YouTube channels in the description of my video. So go follow them, you know, if you like their content. Now, before we start, make sure to follow me on Instagram at Music Game News, because that is where you can DM me your suggestion. And of course, if you like my content, then subscribe. All right, let's get to it.
In this video, I had the absolute pleasure of speaking with Bud Brown, someone who I've looked up to for a really long time.
Okay.
Bud is a retired school teacher and military veteran from the United States. But he actually lives in the Philippines now. He's been for quite some time. Just like me, Bud loves foreign languages.
Okay, so it makes sense that he's been speaking Tagalog for over 50 years, especially if he lived most of his life in the Philippines.
And he's learned Spanish, Tagalog, Bisaya, and Vietnamese.
Hey.
If you guys haven't seen his channel already, definitely check him out.
And he's married to Filipina
in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed this multiple
they're so cute.
Kuya,
Kamusta?
okay lang ako. Kamusta ka na po?
Buhay pa.
Buhay pa?
That's Bisaya, okay.
Minsan nag-Bisaya ako. Buhay sa Bisaya, buhay sa Tagalog.
Nagsimula ako matutong mag-Tagalog noon 7 taon.
Wow!
So dati pa yon. Pero nahanap ko yung channel mo sa YouTube kasi parang bihira talaga yung resources para matutong mag-Tagalog. Lalo na noon. Kaya nahanap ko lang yung mga video mo sa YouTube. At napansin ko kaagad, ay nako! Pwede akong matutong mag-Tagalog dito sa YouTube. So, ang galing mo talaga, kuya. At gusto ko talaga yung mga video mo. Ito yung simula ko. Kung paano ako nagsimula sa Tagalog.
Ang hilig ko, yan. Kagaya mo. Mag-aral ng mga wika.
Hindi lang matuto, pero magturo din, di ba?
Nagturo.
Ito yung napansin ko. Kasi ang galing mo talaga
And
magturo.
then the word for to know. Do you know? Alam mo ba? Alam mo ba? Alam ko. Or alam ko na. I know it already.
Hindi ko alam kung gumagawa ka pa ng mga
Are those videos on YouTube?
Pero useful yun. Talaga
I should definitely check them out.
Okay, good. Good. Mabuti naman.
Kaya, hindi ko alam, pagkatapos yun, sa tingin ko, ang astig talaga ng,
Astig.
si Kuya. Astig si Kuya. At,
Astig si Kuya.
Yung salita yung astig.
Astig, yeah, there you go, astig.
Kaya, noon nagsimula ko yung YouTube channel ko, gusto ko talaga gumawa ng video kasama ikaw.
Nahiya ako.
That's so nice.
Oy, wag kang mahiya. Okay po lang, kuya. Gusto lang kitang kausapin ng konti para malaman yung yung kwento mo.
Okay.
Nakatira ka na sa Pilipinas, 'di ba?
Sa Dumaguete.
Sa Dumaguete.
Dumaguete.
Pero taga saan ka po?
California ako.
California.
Alright.
Californiano. At
So-
anak ko sa California.
Lumaki ka po sa California. Okay. At bakit ka po lumipat sa Pilipinas?
Noon, Navy ako. Navy.
Whoa,
Stations,
check him out.
Malapit sa Subic, sa Luzon. Yung asawa ko, mahirap magbata pa siya. Pero dislike sa asawa ko pagbata siya. Ibig sabihin, sa eskwelahan, mahirap, sobra. Pero
Yup.
yung pamilya niya, akala nila, bobo ka lang, tamad ka lang. Bully talaga. Maski ng mga kapatid niya, hindi pwede kaya, couldn't stand it any longer. Hindi kaya na. So, punta siya sa Manila para
See, I was wondering if he was gonna use English a little bit, while speaking Tagalog and Bisaya. Yeah, he did, put an English word there.
hanap ng
He included it.
Yung mga kaibigan niya, sabi nila, dapat pumunta sa Subic. Maraming American sailors doon. Mababait sila. So pumunta siya doon. Ako, kailangan ko katulong. So, mamaya.
A helper?
Hello. And the rest is history.
What does he mean by a helper?
Sabi ko sa mga Pilipino, noon siya ang katulong ko. Ngayon, ako ang katulong niya.
Yung pinaka-interesante para sa akin, yung may maraming banyaga, may maraming foreigner na nakatira sa Pilipinas o sa ibang bansa.
Tama.
Kahit may asawa sila na ibang lahi, hindi pa nila natutunan yung mga salita nila. Diba?
True.
English na lang yung gamit namin. Kaya hindi ko kailangan matutunan yung wika ng asawa ko. Pero kaiba ikaw. Kasi marunong ka rin mag-Tagalog. Kahit hindi ka Pilipino. So, paano ganun? Bakit ganun?
Ang hilig ko, mag-aaral ng mga lingwahe, ang mga wika. Maskin sa university pa ako, bago sa Navy, may interesado ako
Yeah,
sa,
some people just
sa
enjoy
lingwahe.
speaking different languages.
Mayroong isang classmate, university, sabi niya, bakit hindi
And some people don't have a choice but to learn multiple languages, a little bit like me, okay? Because my native language is Arabic, but Arabic from Algeria is different from the classical Arabic. So when you grow up in Algeria, you learn classical Arabic in school, but you learn Algerian Arabic, in the streets, basically. So already there, I kind of learned two languages. And then I had to learn French because Algeria was colonized by the French. Okay, so Algerians picked up French. So there you go. I already knew 3 languages. And then I traveled. I moved with my family to Kenya. We lived there for 5 years. And there they speak English and Kiswahili. So I knew a few words from Kiswahili, and that's where I also learned English. And I also lived in Morocco, which is right next to Algeria, for 3 years. And their Arabic is also a little bit different from ours. So there's something else there again, And I learned Spanish in school, a little bit of Spanish. And now I'm, into Tagalog. So, all these different languages came to me. I didn't really have a choice. I had to learn them, especially Arabic, French, and English.
pumunta sa Navy, mayroong eskwelahan para mag-aral ng lingwahe sa Monterey, California, Defense Language Institute tawag. So isip ko, okay, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Kailangan ko pumunta sa military obligation, tapos pwede makuha ibang lingwahe. Okay.
Lingwahe.
Sabi yung orders, congratulations, 36 weeks Vietnamese. Ha! Vietnamese! Hindi ko gusto yan. Sabi na, ganyan ang military. So, pumunta ko sa Defense Language Institute, Monterey. Pagkatapos isang taon, punta ko sa Texas, tapos sa Maryland, tapos sa Philippines.
Maryland and
Ang
DC.
trabaho ko doon para pumunta
Washington.
sa Vietnam. Kay noon, marunong ko mag-Vietnamese. Ngayon,
He used to speak Vietnamese. Yeah.
So,
If you don't practice, it goes away.
Philippines, Vietnam, yan. Bagong dating dito, narinig ko yung salita, parang machine gun.
Exactly. Oh my God. I couldn't agree more. When I was introduced to your content, when I started this channel and you asked me to react to my first Filipino video with Tagalog in it, dude, I was like, what in the world is this language? It sounds so freaking different. But now I am so used to it. It really sounds like I can actually understand this language. It's incredible how the human ear can get used to sounds and adapt, But still, when I listen to Pinoy hip hop, it still sounds like a machine gun, like he said. And that's why I keep saying that Tagalog is made for rap, because it sounds great with that style,
Anong salita ninyo? Sabi niya, oh, you don't need to learn it. Oh, ayaw mo, Tagalog mo, ang salita mo, ha? Okay, ngayon, gusto ko. Pero, yan ang gusto ko ng asawa ko. Very willing to share. Sabi ko, ano ibig sabihin ito? Aso, o pusa, o whatever. So, sabi ko, gusto ko isang babae. So, yung ugali niya.
Bago mo siyang nakilala, wala kang alam sa Tagalog.
Hindi ko alam ano ibig sabihin Tagalog.
Yep, see, he is mentioning his wife a lot and mentioning the fact that he learned the language thanks to her and via, his wife. And it helps a lot to be in a relationship with someone that does not speaks your language, but also speaks another language. It will definitely incentivize you to learn their other language. And that's what kind of happened to me when I was with my ex, who some of you know. We did a bunch of videos together, Angel. She was my co-host at the time. When I met her, my English was good. Okay, it was good, but it wasn't great, especially speaking wise. I could write English, read English, understand it very well, but it didn't come naturally to me to speak the language. But as soon as I got into a relationship with her, because her first reflex was to speak in English, because she had lived most of her life in the US, I had to make that effort, to speak English with her. And so on and so forth. It became easier and easier for me to speak a language. So much so that now it's my primary language. I think in English. I used to think in Arabic, then in French, and now it's in English, It's crazy.
Gano'n ka katagal sa Pilipinas? Matagal ka na sa Pilipinas?
Oo. Sa Pilipinas, mga 12 years.
Oh, that's it.
Dito sa Dumaguete, 10. And dalawang taon sa...
Okay. So,
Ano po sa palagay mo ng buhay sa Pilipinas?
Good question.
Gusto ko talaga.
Good question.
Ang ugali ng mga Pilipino, gusto
It's more fun in the Philippines.
Yung standard of living sa Pilipinas, mas mababa yun kaysa sa US.
Obviously.
Pero sabi ko sa mga foreigners, it all comes with the package. Halimbawa, ngayon, sa bahay ko, walang ilaw. Kaya dito ako sa restaurant.
Really?
Minsan walang tubig sa gabi. Sa bahay namin. Ganyan. Hindi ko alam saan-saan sa Pilipinas. Kaya yung experience ko.
Wow. See, this brings me back. It reminds me of my experience in Algeria and in Kenya. In Algeria, at some point, we had a lot of drought. So, we didn't have a lot of water. And we had to, try to not waste water. like, I still remember at some point when my dad was like, hey, if you just go to pee in the bathroom, do not flush the toilet, because we can't afford to. Like, it was that bad. And in Kenya, Nairobi, the power would go out very, very often, and people had generators, but my dad did not believe in that. He did not buy a generator, not because he couldn't afford it, but just because he didn't believe in it. So, we just didn't have electricity for hours and sometimes days.
Marunong din silang mag-Tagalog.
Mga easy phrases parang tulog ka na, huli ka, mahal kita, ganyan. Pero makipag-usap na.
Hindi kailangan. Kasi magaling talaga yung mga Pinoy mag-English, diba? Kaya hindi naman kailangan natin matutong mag-Tagalog.
So, man,
which is too bad.
Nakita ko yung mga video mo. Aba, galing mo talaga. Proud ko sa'yo.
Ay, maraming salamat po.
And this guy, Jared, has never been to the Philippines. I mean, the last time him and I spoke, at that moment, he had never gone to the Philippines. But yeah, it's crazy. He learned Tagalog away from the Philippines.
Kung pwede pumunta dito, I'll be so happy.
Gusto ko talaga.
Yeah, I don't know if he's been to the Philippines since the last time we spoke.
Sa'yo, sa mga video mo, lalo na sa simula. Kaya gusto kong magpasalamat sa iyo.
Okay, my pleasure. Paseros mío.
Marunong ka rin mag-Spanish?
I don't know.
Paano ka natuto? ¿Quieres hablar en español?
Hey.
Alegro. Me hace me da tanto alegro a conversar en español porque no hay mucha gente aquí que habla español. Pero
Which is insane. Which is insane. He is in the Philippines and he's saying that there aren't many people who can actually speak Spanish in the Philippines. I think it's crazy because I've just I'm reacting to a Filipino TV show called Maria Clara at Ibarra, where you can clearly see that Spanish, the language, was definitely prominent, like a lot of people used to speak it in the Philippines, especially the higher ups, like the priests and the rich people, so it's kind of interesting to see how the language disappeared from the Philippines, but English is still there,
Hispanohablante, tal vez de Cuba o de España, siempre dicen, oh, ya tienes un acento tan mexicano.
Pues
vivo en California y viví en México.
Tiene sentido, ¿no? Tiene sentido.
Sí.
Pero cuando hablo en filipino, me dicen que hablo como Bisaya. Pero no sé por qué no.
Curioso.
Ni hablo Bisaya, solo Tagalog,
interesting.
¿No? Qué curioso. Me dicen que yo hablo Bisaya con acento Tagalog.
Baliktad, al revés. We can't win.
Can't win. Pero es muy interesante que
wow,
es al revés de lo mío, porque yo.
It's incredible how they're flexing, speaking Tagalog, a little bit of Bisaya, then they switch, they transition to Spanish and, and then English. Wow, that is a flex.
Aprendí español primero. Y me siento más cómodo conversar en español que el Tagalog.
Algo que me di cuenta en español es que es un poquito más parecido al inglés.
Sí.
¿No? Las cosas que normalmente digo en inglés puedo traducir en español sin problema. Pero cuando hablo en filipino
también.
Es como una manera completamente diferente de expresarme, ¿no?
Sí.
Es confuso, hay muchos amigos falsos en los dos idiomas, ¿no?
Exacto.
Sí, a veces es una ventaja, a veces es una
Wow,
desventaja, ¿no?
Yeah,
you could have another channel where you also surprise Spanish-speaking people with your Spanish. Dude, you can speak Spanish fluently as well. That's insane.
Bien dicho. Recordé de una vez cuando acabo de conocer a mi esposa, mi novia ese tiempo. y estaba tratando de hablar Tagalog, pero a veces adivino o trato de usar unas palabras españolas.
Palabras.
Una vez me dijo ella, mahal mo ba ako? Yo quería decir, of course, yes, for sure. Estaba pensando en la palabra española, seguro. Pero ya sabes que seguro en Tagalog significa maybe.
Yeah.
Seguro, hoy.
Ah, that's funny.
Entonces eso.
That's funny.
¿Cuántos años llevas hablando filipino en total? ¿Cuántos años?
Es difícil decirlo, pero puedo decir que el primer día que encuentro a mi esposa, mi mujer, intenté de aprender el Tagalog. Hasta ahora, 51 años.
51 años. Wow. Es bastante tiempo, ¿no?
He must be in his
Pues
70s.
la verdad es que llevas más tiempo hablando en filipino
Then-
que yo en inglés.
Yep.
Porque solo tengo 27 años.
Yep.
¿Y cuántos años tienes? Si
70
puedo
something.
preguntarte.
Normalmente digo en los 70s, pero
Ok. Ajá, en los 70.
no, 73.
Damn, my father is older than
Cuando
him.
los hombres llegan a cierta edad, no tienen más aventura, no quieren explorar, o solo quieren quedarse en un lugar very safe. Pero yo no. Yo no estoy listo para quedarme en un lugar toda la vida.
I've watched your videos for a long time, and so it's great for me to get to talk to you. It's just fun. It's just fun. So,
Oh, in fact, it's a real pleasure to meet a foreigner that speaks Tagalog, because usually the people here, they'll say, I don't have time, they all speak English, blah, blah, blah. As far as I'm concerned, it's just not a priority for them.
Yep,
So good
exactly.
to talk with you and to meet you. So, and I look forward to
Look, we can't be mad at people who don't necessarily don't want to speak or to learn the language. You know, you can't be mad at them. You need an incentive to learn a language, unless it's really something that you're into, like Jared, you know? Yeah.
you see in all your videos. I really enjoy the surprise or shock.
The shock,
I noticed
yeah.
that the young Filipinos wanting to know if you're attached. or if you
Oh.
yes, yeah, I get asked that a lot. Yeah.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
Ah, that was so much fun. But well, first of all, it was a nice surprise to see them switch languages to Spanish. But that's not really why what I signed up for when I clicked on this video. I wanted you guys to speak in Tagalog the entire time. But still, I mean, more than half of the video you guys spoke in Tagalog. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun. He's such a cute old man, you know? That was great. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on this video. And yeah, from time to time I will revisit Jared's channel and see what other videos of his I can react to. There you go. So like I said at the beginning, do not hesitate to follow them. And maraming salamat po. Gracias. Muchas gracias. And if you found value in this video, then do not hesitate to check out my other reaction videos right here.